Hello, how are you? My name is John Campbell. I'm a world-renowned healer. I'm also an authority of Reiki. Now, what you're going to do today is you're going to learn Reiki in a very, very, very different, powerful way. And I'm bringing Reiki to the real world every day. What I mean by every day, so you know exactly what you're doing, why you're doing it, and what you're doing it for, to perform amazing healing techniques. Now, the simple fact is that basically what you have to understand is Reiki it's called Reiki, Universal Life Force Energy. But what does that mean in the real world? What does that mean in this world? Okay, well, I'll explain that. Is that light already exists, okay? What I mean by light, okay, light is given off by the sun, it's plants, everything that's alive, okay? Light already exists, we just have to learn how to step into it. Whereas an energetic therapy, okay, well, how does that work? Well, it's very, very simple actually, okay? And we've got to understand basically life itself, okay? And our own experiences, which I do so. So in other words, the examples I give as I teach Reiki, okay? Is a very, very understanding way of how it works. So, energy, okay? Well, the truth is, in life, we do everything for energy, okay? Not money, not this, not that. And you can say, well, we do it for love. Well, love is an energy, okay? But also on the other side, you've got love, okay? And then you've got fear on the other perspective. And you can say you don't want to know about that. Well, look, life is love and fear, okay? But the truth is, though, is that negative energy has an essence. What I mean by negative energy has an essence, negative energy is heavy. Okay, well, it's when you feel depressed, when you feel anxious, when you feel sad, when you feel in fear, you feel heavy. It has an essence. Negative projection has an essence. It's heavy. When you feel in love, or if you feel as if you've achieved something, or if you've celebrating, you feel light. If you're in love, you feel light. Love has an essence, negativity has an essence. I'm making this so simple it's unbelievable, okay, so that you know what you're doing, all right? But the truth is, though, okay, let's put an example. So the example is that, let's say there's two young adults, okay? So the two young adults, all right, they found each other, they're in a relationship, okay, they're in love, life's good. He's working, she's working, or vice, whatever, in the world, okay, with relationships. So in other words, is that basically, okay, they're in love. And then planned or unplanned, okay, they're going to have a young baby. And this baby is like normal circumstances, is like a demigod. This, it's like, the first step, the first walk, the first talk. Everything's just a full appraisal, okay? This baby has the full attention of two young adults who love that child, normal stance, in perfection. And then in time, basically, they can have another child. And when that newborn baby is first introduced into the family, there's a lot of effort. Again, sleepless nights, feeds, and it takes a lot of effort. And there's only 2 adults. So as an example, what does the first child start doing? I do teach in a very different way, by the way. Okay, but I teach and I have taught thousands very effectively, some of the best healers. So what does that first child start doing? Starts playing up. What I mean by playing up, seeks attention. That attention which it got before isn't there. Not on the same momentum. So that child now starts, I'd use the word, acting up. Doing things naughty. Why? For attention. Attention is energy. Whether it's positive or negative. Attention is energy. And one of my sayings is basically, negativity thrives off attention. And in life, we've all won and we've all lost. Okay? We have. And when you're the winner, or when you've succeeded, or when you've achieved something, you feel as if you can fly on air. Or when you've won something, you feel as if you can fly on air. But when you've lost, you feel low. Then it's would have, should have, could have, how could have, why did. All this sort of thing. So basically looking at energy, okay, it's a bit like, why would anybody want to fight in a ring, boxing ring, or any ring? Okay, it's because the winner gets all. Okay, the winner feels as if it can fly on air. The loser, okay, is literally getting stripped of energy. Now what I'm trying to explain to you here is we do everything for energy on an energetic level. Okay, we are very powerful, and I mean we are very powerful as human beings. Consciously, we're in control, but the truth is the unconscious, the subconscious, and the deep divine conscious. And you can say, well, where's that? Well, actually, that's what I do. I take it. I open them doors. I understand the unconscious, the subconscious, and the deep subconscious and divine conscious upside down by the front. And I've taught this for years. In fact, I've taught it, nearly all my adult life. But getting back to that, getting back to the energy scenario, get back to the energy scenario. Okay, is that once you realize is that everything that we do, okay, is for energy. So let's go back to that scenario with the 2 young adults. So as we go back to the scenario with the 2 young adults, okay, basically we're in a situation here is that, it's the honeymoon time period, they're both in love. And as they're both in love, it's fantastic. Okay, both feel as if they can fly on air. Wonderful. And then they can decide to settle down or do whatever. But then the energy starts shifting slightly. And what I mean by shifting, they're focusing more on the future than what they are on each other. And that's fine. That's what relationships are. It's like saying, let's create a positive relationship. But if there's an insecure one, okay, what can I have with relationships, and this is an example, is that there can actually be an attack, actually verbal or worse. It's really for no reason whatsoever. Okay, and then what can happen then is that basically as you're looking at the person that you love and trust, okay, it's like, well, yeah, okay, that's not really pleasant. But then it's like, I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me, and all of this sort of stuff. And I'm teaching you Reiki in the real world, okay? In life. It's not just an airy-fairy thing for me where you put your hands around and hope for the best. Or say Reiki goes to where it needs to. I'll teach you exactly how it works and why. And I've taught thousands. I teach Reiki masters how to heal. I teach therapists how to heal. And I'm teaching you. So with this now, as you look at those two young adults, in a sense, okay, that's no longer a relationship of love. Because one is actually stripping the other of energy. And one is actually getting bullied by the other. And that isn't a positive relationship. Because the other one feels as if they fly on air, and the other one actually feels as if basically they're dragging themselves around and they're literally getting stripped. But the truth is, though, is that if you look at what's called the human chakra system, okay, which is my term, the human battery, okay, and just like a car, and what I mean by just like a car, if you can imagine, okay, a second-hand car. Let's say if you buy a car, 20-year-old, 30-year-old. If you buy a second-hand car, 20, 30-year-old or older, you'd expect a few problems. We're not that much different. And like a car, we have an electrical system, a water system, we even have an exhaust. We also have a carburetor, a heart. Okay, so we have a filtration, we have an air system. So what I'm saying here is that basically the electrical system, not connected to the chakra system, okay, that is your battery getting drained. It's a bit like leaving your lights on at night. And if you left your lights on, what's going to happen? Your battery's going to go flat. Now, it's not going to go flat in every cell of the battery. Normally, it just drains 1 or 1.5 cells, maybe 2 cells at max. But if you can imagine a battery with connection to earth and connection to power, the earth connection is the red, the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, the indigo, and the violet is your lights. But whatever is stressing you, and I'll cover this in the next chat and seminar, as I get more in depth with the chakra system and how it works on the physical body. So in other words, if you're going to heal somebody, I want for you to understand why you're healing. I want for you to understand what you're doing and why you're doing it. So the red, the orange, the yellow. So in other words, one of those areas can actually get drained. It may drain 1 or 2 other areas of the chakra system, but it's not going to drain all of it. And we actually leave our lights on through stress and worry. Whereas I'm teaching you how to heal effectively and also, not only effectively, uniquely, so that you can shine above the rest. You can get the results, like I can. And I believe me, I'm more than a Reiki master. Okay, I've taught thousands. And with this, I'm not saying you ego, I get results. Okay? So with that, okay, very much in areas, the next seminar, I'll take you through the chakra system. Thank you.